Hello fellas, we're back with a Factorio game, and the essentially what we're going to do now is, well, grab some coal for now. That'll need some. And if I'm in there, that's pretty much out. There you go. Can't reach. Yeah, on this one I'm essentially going to aim to well, I'm going to head off and show you the biters. And I'll probably come along and get some of the get the copper on, and hopefully we should have electricity by the end of the episode. But we shall see. 15, 5, right, just throw it in there. Right, what we got? We've got enough for that. So 1, 2, 3. Let's get some more stone. Hopefully this episode will have a bit more progression. Let's grab all that for now. Right, yeah, 3 should do. That's 2, 3. Let's get some copper on. 1, 2, 3. Awesome, awesome. If you want to line up all these up, hold, and just run, and you're done. It will just line up for you. Now I need some more. That should get them on for a short period of time. We've got 29 there, so half it, half that again. 13, 12 in there. Oop. 12 in there. 15, it's on the go. Done and done. There we go. Let's get some copper on, and you'll need that. It's probably the second most relied thing. You won't need very much to begin with, but you'll need it quite a lot later on. And I mean a lot. As soon as you start getting green circuits, you'll need it a bit more. Excuse me. But when you need you'll need it a hell of a lot more when you start making everything else that needs green circuits. So, we're gonna get 2 more of them on just to increase the output. Oh, I don't need that. 1, 2, and that needs some fuel as well. So just throw some in. Do that, and then just press R to rotate, and that will do itself. That's like that. It's a bit dark at this precise moment. Now let's have a look at something. How far does this shader go? Only to there, so it's not too far. We've got loads of space for them. So it is lightening up, so let's go and have a look. And we'll investigate the surroundings. I doubt there'll be too much around. We should be able to unlock some of this area. Zoom right out so we could see. Small bit of coal. Here's some more biters. That's the aliens. It's not the same ones. They're down here somewhere. They're there. But they are. Oh, these trees. These are the biters. There you go. There's one. There's a small biter. That's a spawner. That's actually spawn him in. And what else we got? Another biter spawner. Oh crap! They're coming for me. Crap! Run off! Run off! Crap! Crap! Just noticed them. This is why you got to be careful when you go to. Oh crap! Stuck in a tree! Stuck in a tree! Stuck in a tree! I have no idea where they are. There we go. This is a bit easier. Where are we? That's one. Here they are. Oh! Ow! 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 Come on, come on. There we go, that wasn't so bad. That was definitely not what I was going for, but at least we survived. There's another one coming for me. Dead. There we go. Holding space, you'll just attack whichever one your cursor's pointing at. It is wherever your cursor is where you'll shoot. C, I think, does a specific target you're focused on, and space will do literally the closest. I think it's the closest target to it. Well, there you go. You have a small worm there, and these will evolve over time. Over time, yeah. The more you build, the more they'll evolve, and the more you kill, the quicker they'll evolve, and the further out, the quicker they'll evolve. So there's quite a lot of factors to how quickly and how radically they change. But at this precise moment, they're not too bad. I do need some things. Oh, right, let's get rid of this. There we go. Properly fueled up now, so it's just going to fill all these. Done. They are now maxed. I'm going to do exactly the same for this copper one. Oh no, that was stupid. Yeah. Right, let's just grab the copper that's out of here as well. That should get us done for quite some time. 200 exactly. Fair enough. This isn't too bad of a map actually. You've got a nice lake here, so you could just block this off, and you won't. And anything that comes down here will just get attacked by your turrets when you get them. Down this way there isn't a massive amount. It's mostly trees. The good thing about this, what you want is if you have a map with trees, keep the trees. There's some more. You want to keep the trees because the trees will actually restrict the amount of pollution that flows. There's probably a bad idea coming out here. What I'll do now, I'm gonna get a load of that on. Need a lot of ammo on the go. Oops, lost it. Yeah, let's go through this way. Let's see what's up here. So I don't reckon it'd be too bad. Some more iron down there. I can't see any biters close to it. But then they might be hiding in here somewhere. You do tend to see the spawners considering they're quite large. But they can also come from random places. Very little bit of copper here being cut off by the lake. Up here, what we got up here? This block off here. This stopper, will it come? It looks like it may continue. Yeah, it's continuing on. You can just see the spot, the ones there. There they are. They're coming down this way, so I'm gonna head back before they find me. This side, it's not so bad. It's going dark now, so I'm gonna head back. Otherwise, I'll end up not being able to see. And when it goes dark, it does go dark. I'm telling you, you see absolutely nothing. God, this forest. Gotta get out. Bloody tree. Come on. Get out. Yeah, a forest is not a nice place to be. Oh, get out. Get out the forest. Come on. Yeah, you will get stuck on a lot of trees. Oh, come on. Go. Oh, come on. Go. Get out. Well, I've got things to do. Oh, come on. Bloody thing. Oh, come on. Just go down the side. It'll be a bit thinner. More likely. There we go. We're out. So we've got quite a large area to begin with, but that doesn't necessarily mean more won't spawn there. So we're not so bad at the moment, but we will need to expand. Oh, this is full. See, you notice that they've stopped. They've stopped because they're full. So now I'm gonna call everything up, maxed it out. Bump, bump, bump. Same with this, just max it out. Bump. I've got left. Oh, loads. 3 stacks. In fact, 4 stacks because I'm holding one. Right, let's fill these. They're all done. That's all the coal, but it shouldn't be too bad. So now what we want to do? We want to essentially get on the electricity now, because that's probably the next thing most ideal thing for us to get onto. So let's turn that on. What you need to start electricity, you need a furnace, an offshore pump, and a steam engine. And also, where is it? You need some of those. And that's essentially what you need to get it all started up, and some coal as well. That is the minimum you need. However, it's ideal, as far as I'm concerned, to essentially max out what you need. Well, for starters, I need iron, so let's grab that. This isn't doing. I had 600 iron in there and I never used it. Wasting time. So now I can get a load of these. These would be very good. So what you want, there actually is an actual physical ratio to what you want with these, and it's actually 1 steam pump, 14 of these, get all those, and 10 steam engines. 3, 4, and that's 5. Well, another 5. And that should be 10 of those. So it's 1 offshore pump, 14 boilers, 10 steam engines, and that is the ideal ratio to get them done. What we want is a load of furnaces, so I want 10 more, so that's 10. Get rid of that too. Oh, we'll do. Damn, that was stupid of me. There we go. So I've got, how many we got? We've got 15, so 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't need that one. Now, where's probably the best place to put it? What you really want, you want a long straight. So this is probably a decent idea. I'd have to chop down these trees, but that's not a bad place. Or we could do the same here and build it that way. Depends on the space of bloody forests. Get out. See, I want to put it somewhere that's quite far away for some biters. See, actually, probably there, going upwards, is probably the best one to do. One here and straight up. It does also help. In fact, we've got coal here we can use to power the furnaces. So we've got the 14, got the 1, got the 10. There's your steam engine. So what you got to do, first thing to do, let's put it, as you can see, it's red there, green there. You just want it in the green section and you're done. Put it there. Now I'm gonna get a bit of these. I'm gonna get 10 of them and then 10 of them. It's ideal to do it that one first, because otherwise all you're going to do is that, because it requires 10 pipe, it'll just absorb any you build of those. So do the one first. So there's, look, got a fish. These, they're not too bad to do, but it's relatively pointless having them, to be honest, because essentially you'll grab the fish, but not exactly any point to them. All they do is essentially they heal you up. But what? Okay, raw fish have a shooting speed. I'm assuming that's a bug of some sort. Yeah, that's a new thing. That's new. I've never heard of a shooting fish. So right, what do you want to do with these? Oh, save. Pipe down. You want to leave about 2 gap, I reckon. Then about 7 of them, and there is an ideal way to do it, but you want 14 of them all straight up, and then you can either do 14 or you can do it in sets of 7. This is a relatively large area because this will take virtually all this space. It might even end up here, might even hit that lot. But now we've got landfill, so we might be able to fill that in, which is very nice. So we can put that one there. And honestly, the only reason why I'm doing this is so you can walk under it. Otherwise, you'll be going literally all the way. If you'd like to put them all straight through, you'd be going all the way around the entire thing just to get here. So, as far as I'm concerned, put them underground so you can walk through. It'll help you in the massive amount. And so what we're going to do is start there. That is essentially set up. then you want to put in one of them. That is essentially done. Now, there is actually a different way you can do this. I'm actually going to do that way. So, that's going to go, that's going to go, that's going to go. And so's that one. So, going to do that, and then going to put them there, and that one there. And you're going to go exactly the same. Oops. Put it the right way round. And do that. It is one space longer, but you'll also, there's actually a different way you can make them. And that's just to put that there. As long as you're in the blue, this electric thing, the blue square is the area of effect. Anything inside that blue square will be will essentially either give in power or take power. As long as it's in the square. So let's get a research on. Look at all this. All this is going to take a little bit of time to do that, so we'll come back to that. So we don't need them at the moment, and we don't really need them at the moment, and we don't need pipes. Get rid of them. So let's go up here. Oh, looks like we need to coal this up. And these have stopped. Let's grab all this. Yep, got them all. And we're ready to grab all these as well. Oop, I got stuck. That's all the iron. And we don't need stone, so that should do us for now. We won't need a lot more iron than that. Let's just refill these again. Make sure they're all full. Actually, I'm gonna make sure this copper's still mining. In fact, this one's all gone, look. So fill that and do these. As long as they're done, I'm okay. We won't need a lot more copper, but at the precise moment, it's iron's a lot more useful. Yeah, 49 that, 49, 49, 50, 50, 50. They're all done. They're perfectly full. That one's not. We don't need much stone. And now we have one of these. This is your laboratory, and this is essentially where your research gets done. Whoa, I've put that a lot further away than I thought. Oh well, no matter. Essentially just put it anywhere in the blue square. Oh, a bit too close. If it's too far off, you'll see it's transparent, you can't put it. But in you go. So this is essentially the technology screen I showed you the other day, and probably the first thing you want to get done will be either that, or if you're on a harder difficulty, turrets. So, however, since I'm showing you guys, I want to get this on first. I'm going to put that on. Now then, no electricity. Why? Because we have no coal in the boilers. So let's go and get some coal. Over here, grab some more. Beep, 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 beep. Oops. Beep. Auto save again. And here we go. Right. Ideal for, as far as I know, there isn't really a set way to do this, but as far as I can think of, just essentially go from the bottom one upwards. Yeah. 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 Bit. Because it will do, essentially all this will boil it. You want about 14, since it's 14 in a row, it will empty the first one out, then the next, then the next, and it tends to go in a whole line. I'm not sure if like there's a specific to it. I think what it is when these are at full power, you can't quite see it because they've expanded the thing and now they can't see it on the bottom. So down there it just actually say performance and available performance, and there is actually bars underneath that. So actually what I'm going to do, so we can see it, where's the UI? I'm going to UI scale, I'm going to knock it down to 95. Let's see if that works. Back. Zoom. There you go. Performance and available performance. Just about to see. I'm suppose sent it down to 90. Options. Done. There you go. You can actually see it entirely now. What you do, you see that 10 is the amount of water that's being sent through, all this pipe work, the water is actually being sent through. You can actually see the water icon and the water that's in there. If it's nice and blue, it's nice water. So you'll see temperature, it's 16 degrees Celsius. The reason why it's only 16 degrees is because it's not had the time to actually go through and get properly boiled up, because it'll only do, so you see there, 100 degrees Celsius, there, 100, 100, see all this is 100, when it gets to here, it cools down. See, eventually I'm assuming these will all stay at 100 and then it'll be as hot as it needs to be. But this was already cold beforehand, because we just shot it all through, so this isn't warm water, this is lukewarm. It does, if you notice, 47, 16, 15, it dies down. But when we start actually putting something in, which we will do, what we want first is to get 10 of these. So we'll click twice, we'll get you 10. And they take 5 seconds each one, so which is why you want to get these automated at some point. But at this precise moment, it's not so bad. So while we're waiting for them, let's get some other stuff on the go. Copper, let's get some of that. And also, I'm just going to do that. That's enough. Yeah, let's get this back on now. Fill these back up. As long as these are full, you'll be safe for as long as you need to. Full. Oh. Go away. Full. And let's just top this one up. Oh, put the alt on. There we go. How much we've got left? We actually have 62 because you have the 50 down there. That's a separate set. So let's just use this to fill up the rest of the boilers. God, they were a lot further than I thought. Right, half, and just boop, done. That's all. At least there's something in them. You only need about, when you get to like, eventually you only need about 5, but at the precise moment there's nothing there. We've got them done now actually. So what we can do now is get these, and we've just got to throw them in there. That is now researching. If you look at the top, green bar is going up, and it actually tells you how much you need. Here, look, you need 10, and it costs 15 seconds for each one to do. So if you go into there, look, that's 15 seconds, that's one done. And do it. Done. One down. And it takes 15 seconds to do one cycle. So that's essentially how the research works. You will get certain ratios and things. There's a ratio to everything. The problem is you need to work those ratios out to get a proper, efficient system going. Got some more coal, just for the sake of it. So now that that's done, get some of these lights so you actually be able to see what's going on. And I've maxed that out, but I've got so much of this, it's redundant me doing it. So what I'm actually going to do now, I'm going to make a load of these, and these are miners, which you'll need. So let's get about 20 of them. That should do for now. And how much? I haven't got any wood, so let's go and chop some trees down. Because we'll need the wood to make electric poles. And I think we've only got one, so let's put them down there. That's my new spot for them. A tree. Right, how many is that? 24, that'll do. Now then, also, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get 40 into these. So 5, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll do for now. And you'll see why I'll get them in a minute. And also, seeing as the we've got that bit set up, we'll have a you got the miners. Done the miners, don't need them. So I need to get about, I have no idea how many I've done there. That's 5, 10, 20, that's 30 of them. That should do for now. Yeah, press the arrow, you'll get either expand and contract all the what you're building, and it will make all these in sequence. This is why you've got to wait so long for these. Why? Yeah, this one. I thought I just did it then. And that'll take some time. Oh no, it's not. It's not far done. And actually, these I can actually tell you these things now. Escape is essentially. Oh, there you go. That's done. The next thing you want to do, well, I want to do, will be probably the assembly machines, because this will help a lot. So let's get that one on. It won't stop researching because we haven't got any more red science in there because it consumes them all. So we'll have to make some more of those. Let's get them on for now. There's 5 and there's 10. Down the bottom now, look. Again, let's just grab that. 32, that should do on each. That's fine. And we've just got to wait till this lot comes along. In fact, we don't actually need to wait for it. So what we'll need to do first, let's just walk up here. And since there's some coal here, what I'm actually going to do is use this coal to fuel these in the meantime. Let's get this done. Right, you'll notice that's in the way. I'm going to move that for now then. I'm going to move that to there. It'll be moved again eventually. The press 2, add on. So look, want to get a couple of these. This isn't exactly an ideal place, to be honest. So, oops, no, not there. Get these 2. Put that one there, and that one there. The reason I want to do that is get these, and this will go down there, down here, and it'll be put into these things, into these boilers. And what it'll do is as long as it's still mining, until all the resources are gone. That one could get 4.8 thousand, and that one could get 4.3 thousand. But they are overlapping. See this green square around the outside? Not this yellow one. This one that comes around an extra square. That is what it will mine. Not just this bit, because a lot of people seem to think it will mine all of that. It won't. It will mine an extra square outwards. It will do a 5x5 square, not a 3x3. So you can actually spread these out every. Now you can put one, miss 2 squares, put one, miss 2 squares, put one, and it will mine the entire lot. However, you will get a slightly lower output. The more you put, the quicker you'll mine it all out. The more you spread them out, the less you'll need. It's the doesn't quite fit there. It's got to go that one. No, it wasn't. Spacing. Yeah, that'll do. So that's now mining. So as you can see, I now have these transport belts, and what it would do, put that on there like that, and you can see it's put the coal on. So this is vital to. These are the most important things, except for the research, that you'll need. Let's press R to rotate, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to send them through here, and then down here. Send them all the way down to there. That'll do. And then let's get these miners, or the inserters, and just go like that. That will now keep these fully built, and keep these fully coaled up. I think it calls them up to 5, I think it does, and it keeps them at 5 as long as there's coal there. This should last a reasonable amount of time. But the best thing about these is once this entire belt gets full, they'll stop mining. They won't continue on and just keep mining. They'll stop when the belt's full, which isn't so bad. But it will keep this fueled. That is actually our first piece of automation, and that is actually electricity fully automated. Now we've got actually this. Now we've got them all done. We don't need to coal everything else. I'm gonna get rid of that, and that can now go in there. I'm gonna put that one there. That's now thank you. And that's a new thing actually. That just right mouse clicking will do that. Normally you had to press Control to get rid of it, but now it does it in both. So I'm gonna put them there because you lose a lot of these, and it's nice to have it in a nice number I can use. So put them away. Oh yeah, and also, if you want these, it's 1 to 5 for this section, and then it's exactly the same, it's shift. So it's shift 1, and you get the normal things, your poles. So as you could see, it's doing it like that, and it will do it this way. There is, however, an actual thing you've got to do with this, but you can't do it until, not this automation, but the other one's done, this logistics, because you need the splitters, and they will essentially, you need to use them as a balancer to keep everything on even side, because a lot of the time, or sometimes, when these take stuff out, they'll take stuff out on, I think, the one they're closest to. It's weird, if putting out, they put out on the opposite side of the belt. So if I turn that way, they'll put it out, and they'll put it out on this side. But if it puts it in, it takes it from the inside, which is slightly unusual, but that's how the game works. So what it'll do, it'll take them out on this side of the line, and eventually this line will go down. So it'll follow the line, and this one will be mining when this one isn't. And what you do, you get a balancer, and it would keep both sides of the actual belt level. So if one goes less, it will even out and actually keep them in a correct sequence instead of just instead of making them like one longer than the other. But they will keep them all fully done at 5. Actually, they're all at level 100 degrees now. 100 degrees, 100 degrees. There you go, performance. Because now, a lot of these times, a lot of people seem to think they've just put one down and it's like red. There's no electricity. And it's like, it's actually wrong. You need to actually put something down to take an electrical power. So if I just get one of these ones I've already got and put it there, it will say no electricity. The reason being is not because there's no. It is partly because there's no boilers or anything to it, but it's actually because there's nothing for it to do. So now I've put a wire to it. It won't be getting impact to it, but there's actually, it needs to register power being taken. Otherwise, it will just say there's no power. But once these get to the top, they'll stop. So let's get back to here. Well, to be honest, now we've got the electricity done, and it's been half an hour for an episode. So I think it's ideal to have another break. Wow, I've not done a lot. Yeah, so we've got the electricity on the go, and we've got essentially the electricity automated, as it were. So look at that. That was at 4.8 when we started. It's now 4.6. How quickly has that gone? This is something. Coal and iron and all this lot will not last very long. It will not last. It will last a very little amount of time. So we need to get a move on, to be honest. So we now we've got them. Let's get this on. Pop that in. Get that in there, and that will start going. And I'll probably start the next episode when we've got that researched. So I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.